School was never about learning. School was about survival. Especially if you grew up African, because school had two enemies, teachers and your parents working together. That alliance was dangerous. In Africa, when a teacher says, I want to see your parents, that's not a request. That's a court sermon. You don't go home and say, my teacher wants to see you. You say, there will be a meeting, no details, no hope, because African parents don't ask. Imagine, they don't ask, like, what happened? They ask, what did you do? That question already decided your guilt. In school, teachers never doubted parents. Parents never doubted teachers. Only you were lying. It was built for teamwork. And African schools don't discipline you. They prepare you for pain. Punishment was public. They wanted everyone to learn from your suffering, right? Yeah, they would want everyone to just see you suffer. You stand there while the teacher says, let this be a lesson. A lesson for who? I already failed the exam. And the worst part, you couldn't explain yourself. African parents don't believe in explanations. They believe in results. You say, the teacher doesn't like me. They say, they like the teacher. Problem solved. Report card day was the most stressful day of the year because African parents don't read comments. They go straight to the marks. You could have excellent behavior, but bad at math. They don't care. Why is this low? I don't know. Numbers are difficult. And they compare to and they compare you to children you've never met. Your cousin is doing very well. Which cousin? Because Africa has many cousins. Some of them might be fictional. I'm convinced African parents invent successful children just to motivate us with fear. School rankings with violent. Yeah, school rankings were not that good. You come home ranked number 15 out of 16. The parents don't say good effort. They say, who is number 16? That child became your target. Like, I just need to beat one person. And homework? African homework was not a discussion. It was an interrogation. But again, your parents would fail the same homework. You write one wrong thing, they're like, that's alone could correct your behavior. And if you didn't understand, they didn't teach you. They just repeated the question louder. What is this? I still don't know. You just shouted. And punishment at school wasn't enough. You got punished again at home for getting punished at school. Double jeopardy. That's illegal in other countries. You try to explain, they beat me at school. Your parent says, so they already started. And continues. School trips, luxury. African parents hear school trip and think scam. Why? What will you learn there? Can't you learn it in class? Everything was about cost-benefit analysis. And African parents love education but hate subjects that don't make money. You say, I like art. Yeah, I like art. They say no. Conversation over. I want to be a musician. They say after school. After which school? Yeah. University stress was even worse because now failure is expensive. You fail one course, they remind you of school fees. Again, school fees is always in the argument. I'm tired. I'm not paying school fees. School fees became their personality and the pressure, right? Yeah, the pressure. African parents don't want you to pass. They want you to dominate. Passing is suspicious. Why not distinction? Even God rested on the seventh day. African parents said, why only 6 days of creation and graduation day? African parents don't clap loudly. They observe, like judges. They don't say, I'm proud of you. They say, now what? Now what? I just suffered for years. They immediately move the goalposts. You must get a job. No rest. Yeah. No celebration. Just suffering with certificates. You're suffering with certificates. And when you finally become an adult, you realize school didn't prepare us for life. It prepared us for pressure, deadlines, authority, fear of disappointment. African schools didn't raise confident kids. They raised mentally alert adults. That's why Africans work under pressure, we perform. Because we grew up being scared. But here's the truth. Our parents weren't evil. They were afraid. They believed education was the only way out. So they pushed. Yeah. So too hard. Yeah, they pushed too hard. Sometimes, but with love, they didn't know how to explain. So yeah, school traumatized us, but it also made us strong. So if you survived African school, deadlines can scare you, bosses can scare you, life exams, yeah, you've already written harder ones. Cheers. Thank you. You can subscribe to my channel.